Welcome to Ancient Mysteries. I'm your host, Ben Carter. In the heart of the American Southwest, hidden among the arid expanses and towering mesas of New Mexico, lies an enigma that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for decades. Known as the Los Lunas Decalogue Stone, this 80-ton boulder bears an ancient inscription, a version of the Ten Commandments etched in a script seemingly out of place and time, an Old Hebrew script known as Paleo-Hebrew. The stone's very existence raises a multitude of haunting questions. How did a boulder inscribed with ancient Hebrew text end up in the desolate regions of the American Southwest? More importantly, could it be evidence of a pre-Columbian transoceanic contact, a sign that ancient civilizations crossed oceans long before Columbus set sail? The stone isn't alone in its mystery. Across the globe in Brazil lies another tantalizing artifact. The Paraiba inscription, a text written in Phoenician, an ancient Mediterranean language, was allegedly found in the 19th century. The inscription tells a tale of a Phoenician voyage that ended in disaster, with survivors settling in a foreign land. If genuine, this artifact could prove that Phoenicians reached the shores of Brazil more than 2,000 years before Columbus. Yet the most controversial of all these ancient tokens are perhaps the Roman-era coins discovered in Venezuela and Maine. These coins, dated to the 4th century AD, were found thousands of miles away from their place of origin. Their presence on the American continent is a mystery that defies conventional historical narrative. Each of these artifacts, the Los Lunas stone, the Paraiba inscription, and the Roman-era coins, challenge our understanding of history by hinting at potentially forgotten voyages across the vast oceans that could have taken place centuries, even millennia, before Columbus's journey. Yet, these artifacts are shrouded in controversy, with many dismissing them as hoaxes or misplaced relics of more recent history. The mainstream academic world often refuses to acknowledge them as credible evidence of pre-Columbian contact, leaving us with more questions than answers. But what if these artifacts are genuine? What if they truly are remnants of ancient transoceanic voyages? The implications would shatter our understanding of the past, unveiling a hidden world of ancient seafaring civilizations that dared to venture into the unknown long before the age of discovery. Such a possibility, though controversial, stirs the imagination and leaves us yearning for answers. As we delve deeper into these mysteries, we journey into a forgotten past, seeking to uncover truths that have been lost to time. We are drawn into a world of ancient mariners and distant shores, of daring voyages and civilizations that dared to reach beyond the horizon. These ancient artifacts, enigmatic and controversial, offer us a tantalizing glimpse into this forgotten past, a past that may be far more interconnected than we ever imagined. In order to fully grasp the implications of these discoveries, we must first transport ourselves back to the era from whence they originate. The bustling ports of ancient Phoenicia, the sprawling metropolis of Rome, these were the epicenters of maritime prowess during their respective heydays. Phoenicia, a loose confederation of city-states located along the eastern Mediterranean coast, was renowned for its seafaring traditions. The Phoenicians were considered the best shipbuilders of their time, crafting vessels that could navigate the treacherous Mediterranean Sea and venturing as far as the Atlantic Ocean. Their society was heavily reliant on trade, with insatiable demand for resources and exotic goods driving their exploratory zeal. This thirst for commerce and exploration was embodied in their pantheon of gods, particularly Baal, the storm god and patron of sailors, who was often invoked for safe passage at sea. Meanwhile, the Roman Empire, with its vast territories spanning across Europe, Asia, and Africa, was a behemoth of cultural, military, and economic power. When we think of Rome, we often envision the grand architecture, the Colosseum, the Forum, the baths, but it's vital to remember that Rome was also a civilization of sailors and explorers. Their coins, stamped with the profiles of their emperors, were dispersed across their vast territories, a testament to their far-reaching influence and a tool for propagating their imperial propaganda. But despite their prowess, these civilizations were bounded by the limitations of their time. Navigational tools were rudimentary at best, with seafarers relying on the stars, the sun, or landmarks for direction. The vast, uncharted oceans were considered perilous and insurmountable barriers, filled with monstrous sea creatures and treacherous weather. Yet the discoveries of the Phoenician inscription and the Roman-era coins on American shores suggest that these ancients may have defied these boundaries, daring to venture into the unknown, propelled perhaps by trade, curiosity, or mere chance. It's a tantalizing idea, one that challenges our conventional understanding of history, suggesting a world far more interconnected than previously thought. This idea is not without its controversies, however. Mainstream academia remains skeptical, pointing out the lack of corroborating archaeological evidence. Yet these artifacts persist in their silent testimony, daring us to question, to explore, and to rethink our understanding of our past. As we delve deeper into these mysteries, we journey into a forgotten past, seeking to uncover truths that have been lost to time, yearning for answers that may forever change how we perceive our ancestors and their place in history. One of the key figures associated with these magnificent discoveries is Dr. Barry Fell, a marine biologist turned epigrapher. His fascination with ancient scripts led him to propose a radical theory in his book, America BC. He suggested that the ancient civilizations of Europe, Africa, and the Near East had made contact with the Americas long before Columbus. Dr. Fell's work, though controversial and often met with skepticism from the academic community, opened a new chapter in the study of ancient civilizations, sparking a debate that continues to this day. Among the artifacts that Fell studied was the infamous Bat Creek stone, found in an ancient burial mound in Tennessee. The stone bore an inscription that Fell interpreted as being of Semitic origin, arguing that it was evidence of Phoenician contact with the Americas. Though many archaeologists continue to dispute his claims, the Bat Creek stone remains a tantalizing piece of the puzzle. Across the Atlantic, on the shores of Brazil, the mysterious Pedra da Gávea stands as a silent sentinel. This colossal rock formation, with its enigmatic carvings, has long been a source of speculation. Some believe that the inscriptions on its surface are of Phoenician origin, potentially providing further proof of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact. In the heart of West Virginia, amidst the lush Appalachian forests, lies the enigmatic Los Lunas Decalogue stone. This large boulder bears an ancient inscription of the Ten Commandments, not in English, not in Latin, but in an ancient Hebrew script. How did such a relic come to be in the heart of North America? Some argue this may signify that ancient Hebrew explorers had set foot on the continent long before Columbus. Meanwhile, a collection of Roman-era coins was unearthed in Kentucky, their presence challenging conventional historical timelines. These coins, showing the profile of Emperor Tiberius, are yet another potential sign of an early European presence in America. Each of these artifacts and sites, shrouded in mystery, invites us to question the accepted narratives of history. They beckon us towards the uncharted territories of the past, urging us to reevaluate our understanding of the ancient world. Despite the controversies surrounding them, these relics stand as silent witnesses to a potentially forgotten era of exploration and discovery. They whisper of ancient mariners, daring explorers who may have ventured beyond the known world, braving the vast, perilous oceans to reach the shores of a land unseen by their contemporaries. As we delve deeper into these mysteries, we must remain open to new possibilities, embracing the uncertainty and the intrigue that comes with the exploration of the unknown. The anomalies surrounding these ancient artifacts and sites do not stop at their mere presence in the Americas. There are other puzzling aspects that demand our attention, aspects that add further layers of mystery to our investigation. Take, for instance, the enigmatic Pedra da Gávea in Brazil. Beyond the contentious debate over the origin of its inscriptions, there is another aspect of this colossal rock formation that boggles the mind: its megalithic precision. The rock, which stands over 2,769 feet tall, is not just an ordinary formation. Its pointed peak, the flat faces, the sharp angles, all suggest an extraordinary level of precision that seems beyond the capabilities of ancient civilizations. Then we have the Los Lunas Decalogue stone, nestled in the heart of West Virginia. The stone bears an inscription of the Ten Commandments, but the anomaly here isn't just the ancient Hebrew script. The stone is aligned in such a way that it perfectly points towards the setting sun during the winter solstice. This celestial alignment, a feat of ancient astronomy and engineering, raises further questions about the capabilities of our ancestors. The Roman-era coins discovered in Kentucky present another conundrum. The coinage of the Roman Empire was a sophisticated system requiring advanced metallurgical knowledge. The coins, bearing the face of Emperor Tiberius, are made of a mix of silver and copper. To achieve this level of detailed artistry and metallurgical finesse would have required technologies far beyond what we believe were available at that time. These anomalies, megalithic precision, celestial alignment, sophisticated metallurgy, raise profound questions about the capacities of ancient civilizations. Could they have possessed knowledge and technologies far more advanced than we give them credit for? Could these skills have enabled them to cross oceans, to reach lands far beyond their known world? Each of these anomalies deepens the mystery of these ancient artifacts and sites. They force us to rethink our understanding of the past, to reconsider the capabilities of our ancestors. These intricacies suggest that the ancient world might have been far more complex and interconnected than we currently believe, opening the door to a realm of possibilities that could radically reshape our understanding of history. The scientific and archaeological investigations into these anomalies have yielded a wealth of data, but also more questions than answers. Researchers have tried to explain the megalithic precision of the Giza pyramids and the Baalbek stone through a combination of manpower, simple tools, and sheer determination. But these explanations often fall short of answering key questions, such as how the ancients managed to achieve such precision without advanced tools. The mystery deepens when we consider the celestial alignment of the Los Lunas Decalogue stone. Ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians and the Mayans, are known to have had an advanced understanding of astronomy. But the alignment of the Decalogue stone suggests a level of astronomical knowledge that was supposedly beyond the reach of ancient cultures. This has led some historians and archaeologists to suggest that this knowledge may have come from external sources, possibly from civilizations that had already mastered sea travel and had begun to explore other continents. The Roman-era coins discovered in Kentucky present another puzzling piece of the puzzle. The coins, made of a mix of silver and copper, bear the unmistakable imprint of Roman artistry. But how did they end up in Kentucky, thousands of miles away from the Roman Empire? Some researchers suggest they were brought over by early European explorers, but others argue that the coins could be evidence of pre-Columbus transoceanic contact, possibly through trade routes that have been lost to history. But these theories are often met with skepticism and resistance. Mainstream archaeology has long held that civilizations did not cross oceans until the age of Columbus. Any evidence to the contrary is often dismissed as coincidental or fraudulent. These controversies have created a climate of hesitation and suppression, where radical ideas are often shunned in favor of safer, more conventional theories. Yet the anomalies persist, defying conventional explanations and challenging our understanding of the past. The megalithic precision, the celestial alignment, the sophisticated metallurgy, all these point to a level of knowledge and technological advancement that seems out of place in the ancient world. They suggest that our ancestors were capable of feats we can barely comprehend, possibly even crossing oceans to reach lands far beyond their known world. The question then is not whether such things were possible, but how and why they were accomplished. And as the controversies continue to rage, the truth remains shrouded in mystery, waiting to be unearthed by those brave enough to question the accepted narratives and dig deeper into the enigma of our past. In our search for answers, we turn to ancient mythologies and religious texts, which often encode profound truths about the cosmos, divine beings, and forgotten civilizations. Take, for example, the Hindu epic, the Ramayana, which tells the story of the construction of a bridge between India and Sri Lanka, a feat that would have required advanced architectural and engineering knowledge. Similarly, the Polynesian stories of Maui, the demigod who fished up islands from the sea, could be interpreted as allegorical tales of ancient sea voyages and land discovery. In Greek mythology, we find the story of Hercules, who is said to have traveled to the ends of the earth. Could these myths be remnants of an ancient knowledge about the geography of the world, later forgotten or dismissed as mere fiction? Even the Bible isn't exempt from such insinuations. The story of Noah's Ark, for example, might hint at a civilization capable of constructing a massive ship and surviving a global deluge. Could this be a distorted memory of a highly advanced, seafaring culture that met its end in a catastrophic flood? Turning to symbols, the ancient Egyptian ankh, a cross with a loop at the top, often interpreted as a key or a symbol of life, is remarkably similar to the Mayan glyph for zero, a concept supposedly unknown to the Egyptians. Is this a mere coincidence, or could it suggest a shared understanding, perhaps acquired through contact between these two civilizations? The Native American medicine wheel, a symbol representing the four cardinal directions, is eerily similar to the Buddhist Dharma wheel, despite the vast geographical distance and cultural differences between these two societies. Could this shared symbol suggest an ancient global awareness, a cosmopolitan worldview that predates our modern conception of global interconnectivity? These stories and symbols, found in diverse cultures and epochs, may contain more than just spiritual or philosophical significance. They may hold encoded within them a forgotten wisdom, a suppressed knowledge of the world as it once was, and of civilizations that might have traversed oceans long before Columbus. As we peel back the layers of myth, metaphor, and symbol, we edge closer to understanding the true depth of our ancestors' knowledge and achievements. Yet, as we delve into these ancient narratives and symbols, we must do so with a discerning mind. While they provide fascinating insights and provoke intriguing questions, they cannot be taken as definitive proof of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact. However, they do add another dimension to this complex and ongoing controversy, contributing to the tapestry of evidence that challenges the dominant historical narrative. In the end, the controversies surrounding ancient coin discoveries and the possibility of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact remain a contentious field of study, fraught with mystery and intrigue. The pursuit of truth in this matter continues to be an endeavor that pushes the boundaries of our understanding of history, challenging long-held beliefs and offering tantalizing glimpses into the enigmatic world of our ancestors. In the realm of unconventional theories, the notion that ancient civilizations possessed advanced scientific knowledge or were in contact with extraterrestrial beings is not a new one. These propositions, while not widely accepted by mainstream archaeology, offer a tantalizing alternative perspective on the mysteries of our past. Take, for instance, the theory of the ancient astronauts. Proponents of this idea argue that the technological and cultural leaps made by various ancient civilizations were not the result of independent development, but rather the influence of extraterrestrial visitors. They point to artifacts such as the Antikythera mechanism, a complex astronomical calculator dating back to the 2nd century BCE, or the intricate stonework of Machu Picchu and the Great Pyramid of Giza, as evidence of technologies that seem far beyond the capabilities of their time. In the context of our discussion on transoceanic contact, the theory of the ancient astronauts suggests that the similarities in symbolism and knowledge between geographically distant civilizations could be a result of shared extraterrestrial influence rather than direct contact between these cultures. Another intriguing alternative theory centers on the idea of a lost global civilization. This theory posits that a highly advanced, globally connected civilization existed in prehistoric times, predating any known cultures. Proponents of this idea point to underwater structures such as the Yonaguni Monument in Japan and the mysterious Bimini Road in the Bahamas, suggesting they may be remnants of this lost civilization. In terms of our discussion, this theory would suggest that transoceanic voyages were not only possible but commonplace in this ancient global society, and that the shared symbols and knowledge we have discussed are remnants of this forgotten past. These theories, while captivating, are viewed with skepticism by mainstream archaeology. Yet, they persist, fueled by the enduring mysteries of our past and the tantalizing possibility of forbidden knowledge. They remind us that the pages of history are not always as clear-cut as they seem, that beyond the boundaries of accepted truth, there lies a realm of hidden possibilities and suppressed narratives. And so, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of ancient coin controversies and the possibility of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact, we keep our minds open to all possibilities. In the quest for understanding our past, no stone should be left unturned, no theory too outlandish to consider. For within these alternative interpretations may lie a key to the fathomless depths of our ancient past, to the mysteries that continue to captivate us, and to a richer understanding of the civilizations that came before us. In the modern era, the mysteries surrounding these ancient coin controversies have come to light once again, sparking renewed interest among scholars, enthusiasts, and spiritual seekers alike. The advent of the Internet and the rise of social media have allowed for the sharing of information at a rate unprecedented in human history, giving these intriguing theories and alternative interpretations a new life. In academia, a small yet dedicated faction of researchers continue to explore the possibilities of pre-Columbian transoceanic contact. They meticulously analyze ancient artifacts, decipher cryptic inscriptions, and employ advanced technologies like satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar to uncover hidden traces of these ancient voyages. In popular culture, these ancient mysteries have found a place in best-selling books, blockbuster movies, and popular TV shows, captivating the imagination of millions. The idea of a clandestine global civilization or extraterrestrial contacts in our ancient past has become a staple of speculative fiction and conspiracy theories, serving as a reminder of the enduring allure of the unknown. In spiritual circles, the concept of a lost global civilization resonates with those who believe in the existence of ancient wisdom and spiritual technologies. They see these theories as evidence of a spiritually advanced prehistoric civilization that possessed profound understanding of the universe and human consciousness. The artifacts and symbols left behind, in their view, are not just historical curiosities, but encoded messages meant to guide humanity towards a more enlightened existence. In the field of archaeology, the use of digital technology has revolutionized the study of ancient civilizations. High-resolution satellite imagery allows researchers to identify potential archaeological sites from the comfort of their offices, while 3D printing and virtual reality technologies enable them to recreate ancient artifacts and structures for detailed analysis. In recent years, there has been a surge in interest in these controversial theories, inspiring a new generation of explorers and truth-seekers. Online communities dedicated to the study and discussion of these topics have grown exponentially, with members from all walks of life sharing their insights, discoveries, and interpretations. Even as mainstream academia continues to view these theories with caution, the quest for understanding continues unabated. The ancient coin controversies, once relegated to the fringe, have now entered the mainstream consciousness, stirring debate, inspiring exploration, and challenging the accepted narratives of human history. In this age of information, the pursuit of forbidden knowledge is not just an endeavor of the few, but a collective journey of humanity. As we continue to grapple with these ancient mysteries, we are reminded of the vastness of our past, the complexity of our history, and the infinite potential for discovery that lies ahead. The intriguing notion of global connections and shared patterns between ancient civilizations is another facet of this discourse. When we delve deeper into the study of these civilizations, we find striking similarities that might suggest a possible network of shared knowledge and perhaps an earlier age of exploration. Let's take, for instance, the ancient pyramid structures. It's not just Egypt that holds the monopoly on these architectural marvels, but they can be found in Mesoamerica, China, and even parts of Europe. These structures, built from massive stones, showcase engineering prowess that seems beyond the capabilities of their respective eras. Were these designs shared among these disparate civilizations, or did they each independently arrive at the same architectural solution? The similarities do not end with architecture. Consider the prevalence of flood myths in different cultures, ranging from the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh to the biblical story of Noah's Ark and the Hindu legend of Manu. These stories, though miles and millennia apart, share hauntingly similar narratives. Could these myths hint at a shared global event, or perhaps a shared storytelling tradition? Astronomy, too, presents some intriguing parallels. The Mayans, the ancient Egyptians, the Chinese, all had sophisticated knowledge of the stars and their movements. Interestingly, many of their astronomical measurements are extraordinarily accurate, leading to speculations that they may have had advanced astronomical tools or techniques. Then there are the mysterious symbols and motifs that appear in diverse civilizations, such as the swastika, the serpent, the sun disk, and the eye. These symbols have been found in cultures as far apart as the Celts in Europe, the native tribes of North America, and the ancient Hindus in India. Could these be remnants of a universal language or perhaps spiritual symbols shared among a globally connected prehistoric society? These instances of shared patterns and structures across various civilizations have fueled the belief in a lost global civilization. They provoke questions about how such complex ideas could have developed independently in civilizations that, according to traditional historical narratives, had no direct contact. While mainstream academia often attributes these similarities to coincidence or convergent evolution, others see in them the echoes of a more interconnected past. As we continue to probe the depths of our history, these tantalizing connections inspire us to reconsider our understanding of the past and the pathways of knowledge that our ancestors might have trodden. In doing so, we are drawn into the enigma of the ancient coin controversies, leaving us to wonder about the secrets of our past that are yet to be unearthed. The fragments of history we've discussed, from the baffling distribution of coins to the startling similarities in ancient architecture, myths, astronomy, and symbols, are like pieces of an intricate puzzle. They invite us to envision a portrait of the past that is vastly different from what conventional history narrates. They whisper the possibility of ancient civilizations not isolated by vast oceans, but connected through them. They hint at the exchange of ideas, beliefs, and technologies across continents long before Columbus sailed the Atlantic. However, the enigma of the ancient coin controversies remains unsolved, and the secrets it might reveal about our past remain buried. Though we've drawn lines between points of data, weaving a narrative of potential transoceanic voyages in pre-Columbian times, the picture is far from complete. We are left with more questions than answers. How did these coins travel across the globe? What kind of vessels were used for these transoceanic voyages? What was the extent of these interactions, and how did they influence the development of these civilizations? The lack of conclusive evidence and the persistent historical uncertainties remind us that the sands of time often bury more than they reveal. They remind us of the vast amount of knowledge that has been lost, forgotten, or perhaps intentionally obscured over millennia. The echoes of these ancient civilizations, though faint, encourage us to keep seeking, to keep questioning, and to keep exploring the depths of our collective past. In the face of this enigma, we are humbled by the realization of how much we don't know about our ancestors and their capabilities. We are reminded that history is not a static, unchanging narrative, but a dynamic tapestry, continually woven and unwoven by the hands of time. These mysteries, these unanswered questions, are not merely about coins or voyages or civilizations. They are about humanity itself, about our origins, our connections, our shared past. They beckon us to delve deeper, to challenge the accepted, and to push the boundaries of our understanding. In the end, the ancient coin controversies illuminate the allure of the unknown, the tantalizing, profound mysteries that our past holds. It reminds us that beneath the sands of time, countless secrets are yet to be unearthed, countless stories are waiting to be told. And as we continue to dig, to question, and to explore, we inch closer to uncovering the lost chapters of our own story. The ancient coin controversies, thus, stand as a testament to our relentless quest for knowledge, our enduring fascination with the past, and our collective journey through the annals of time. Thanks for listening. This has been Ancient Mysteries. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.